Hey guys, Proverbs through Solomon gives us another warning today, along with all the promises and the principles and stuff that we find in the book of Proverbs. Here's a great warning that comes from Solomon. And it's all about the things that God hates. And I want to preempt this. We're going to talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. But I want to talk to you about the troublemaker out there. There's a lot of people who feed themselves on causing trouble amongst people. They'll deny it, they'll rationalize it, and they'll defend their stand, but actually at the end of the day, they're just troublemakers. Defines what a troublemaker is. This is what it says. A scoundrel and a villain, that's descriptive language for a troublemaker, who goes about with a corrupt mouth, who winks with his eye, signals with his feet, motions with his fingers, who plots evil with deceit in his heart. He always stirs up dissension. Therefore, disaster will overtake him. In an instant, he will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. Now remember that this is a warning that we need to really take seriously. Troublemakers, we find them everywhere. Church has got a few. People who love to cause dissension and division between people. And you'll see in tomorrow's devotion that God hates that above everything else. Somebody who brings division, somebody who makes a mountain out of a molehill, somebody who takes hearsay and turns it into supposed truth. Somebody who does that, keep away from them. And if you are that person, stop it. Just stop it. It's not good for you, as we read. There is consequences to that bad behavior. Just stop it. Don't go for counseling for it. You don't have to go and get therapy about it. You just have to stop it. And then when you hear this kind of stuff, stop it again when somebody else is doing it. Be courageous enough to stop conversations that are going in that direction. Be courageous enough to say, no, I don't believe that to be the truth. I don't believe that. I don't think you have any truth. Have you spoken to that person yourself, or are you spreading hearsay? These are some of the confrontational truths that I wish I'd had more courage to have asked. But because I'm such a people pleaser, I want everybody to like me, and I don't want to confront them when I hear conversations like that. Well, as I'm getting older, I'm getting a bit bolder as well, and there are times when I can show my disgust sometimes with the way that people speak about other people, and God says to us, guard our own tongues. And I'm going to tell you, people, I've got a sharp tongue. Man, and I let it loose sometimes, and it does damage. But you know who damages it damages the most? Is me. Because it says there that there are consequences. This will turn and bite you on the butt if you don't control it. It will surely do you damage. So control yourselves. Be very discerning about the information that you listen to. Be very confrontational about stuff that you may believe to be hearsay or half-truths. Don't be afraid to confront that in the right manner without ugly judgmental names and calling and stuff, but do it. And watch what God will do for you. There's a peace that comes when we protect one another. I know in many employment things, especially, if you looked at the ministry as being an employment, which I don't think it is, it's response to God's call for those who are really there for the right reason. But you know what? All we have to go by, people, is our reputation. You trash my reputation, my ministry's done. You come with a half-truth to people in my congregation who are too kind to say anything to me, and you sow seeds of doubt. I've met people like this. I'm suffering still, and many other people in other jobs and other situations similar to myself are suffering the consequence of people who have not been able to control their tongues. Beware. Paul says you can use your tongue to build people up, or you can break them down. But be aware that every word that you say that is not godly, that is not true, that is done with a deceitful heart and a troublesome thought, trouble-minded thought, is going to be judged one day. I didn't say that. The Bible tells us this. So let's control our tongues, people. Let's make sure that we protect one another's reputations. Don't listen to the garbage out there, because that's not cool. And I hope that you will along with me, do the best we can to stamp that out when we hear it. Thanks for hearing me out on this one. It's a bit of a rant, eh? But I hope it's okay. Bye-bye.